We have to pull our party together, and if we're going to beat Donald Trump, we also have to pull in some independents and Republicans. And I think the way that we do that is that we run on the kinds of issues that Democrats can run on up and down the ticket. You know, I get out a lot right here in New Hampshire, and I talk about how we've got a government that works great for those at the top, for billionaires, for giant corporations, just not working for much of anyone else. And when you see a government that does that, that's corruption, pure and simple. And people all around the room nod. They get it. They get that they're getting the short end of the stick. I have the biggest anti-corruption plan since Watergate. It's something that all Democrats can come together on, and we're going to pull in a lot of Republicans and independents on it as well. I think that's how we do it. We talk about core democratic values, and we make clear who we're going to get out there and fight for.
Senator, you heard the opioid question. As you know, it has been an issue that is passionate for many voters in New Hampshire. It might be the one answer for them if they're an undecided voter heading into Tuesday. Seals the deal for them. Did you do enough on that? Have you done enough on that in your visits to the state?
You know, I've been visiting the state and actually visiting treatment centers for a long time now. 193 people die today across this country from an overdose from addiction. It's like a plane crash. It'll happen again tomorrow and the next day and the next day until we decide to make change. In many town halls, including the one I was in last night in Derry, I asked people in the room, how many people have lost a loved one to the crisis? And hands went up all over the room. So why don't we stop it? And the answer is just money. The folks at the top don't want to pay more in taxes, and there's no money left for anyone else. So over and over and over, everyone pays lip service. We put a few dollars in, but it's always, always, always too little. There are too few beds. I talk to mayors around New Hampshire, and they talk to me about people they want to help, but they just don't have the resources. So I started in 3 years ago with Congressman Elijah Cummings, who has now passed. But we put together a serious plan. We talked to doctors, we talked to healthcare professionals on the ground about what they needed. And it was a plan to fund opioid treatment over a 10-year period. Altogether, it's about $10 billion a year. We showed how we could fund it. And then here was the key. Put the money directly down into the communities that are affected. Don't send it to the state. Don't have Washington, D.C. tell how to spend it. Let it go straight to the communities that are on the front lines. Now, make them keep numbers on how they're working. But for example, I was up in North New Hampshire, and I visited one of the residential treatment facilities and met a lot of good people there. You know what they said they needed the most? Transportation. They said they're in a remote area. They have people who are ready to take jobs, but they need to be back in a supportive environment at night. Problem is they don't have enough transportation to get them all back and forth. Fine, that's the kind of way we can help. More beds are needed in Manchester. That's the way that we can provide more help. And it's different in different parts of the country. So you go to tribal nations, they have very different problems in remote locations. People in cities, people in rural areas. But people are dying. Our brothers and sisters, our children, our moms and our dads, we can't afford not to spend this money. We're losing every year people we love. And it's time to stop just talking about it. It's time to have a real plan that is truly funded that will end this crisis.